this is David B69. Welcome to today's video. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well, and hit the notification bell for future videos. Let's get on to the show. Hey everybody, this is David B69, and I'm joined again with Glitch. Everybody has really enjoyed my thing. I mean, I'm getting more comments in. And I really do appreciate the feedback and everything that everybody's bringing into the channel. I really do appreciate it. It's not just about this video, but it's about other videos. People are commenting, people are liking, people are subscribing. I really do appreciate the support. And yeah, they probably want to hear more from you. But I'm going to be the one that's talking most of the time because it's my channel. Anyways, what I want to do is, this is week 6, and our week 6 is multiplayer games. So I'm going to ask you the question, Glitch, and it's very important because I really want to know the answer. Who won the trade?
Oh, the Lakers won the trade. The Mavericks, their franchise is disgusting. That's...
And as right before we got on here,
Dallas fans,
the Sixers traded Caleb Martin to Dallas and stuff to try to help their burning ship.
No, it's just another, abandon all hope in Dallas.
Exactly. So that's my opinion as well. I just kind of funny that all of Dallas is burning up in flames. Sorry, LA. I really don't mean to use those kind of words. Anyways, let's move on to what have we been playing? What have you been playing lately?
Playing League of Legends.
You're playing a lot of League of Legends. Wow. Well, I've been playing MLB The Show 2K12 on the 360. I really sunk myself into it for a while, and I'm like, this is actually quite shocking how good this game is. And I've also been playing a little bit more of Cyberpunk 2077. Also, like, it's been fun. And posting the videos and stuff up online, and it's actually good. It's actually really good. I'm enjoying it, and I look forward to continuing it.
He hasn't really started yet. He's close.
Yes, I'm really early on. I'm only a couple hours.
If you've played the game, you know what I mean.
Yeah, so don't tell me, because I really don't know, and I don't want to know yet. So we're going to move forward. But we're going to move forward in talking about the question of the week. And the week 6 question of the week is, what are your favorite multiplayer games? And I'm going to let Glitch go first, because I do not want to, he has a nice list, and I do not want to step on his toes, because I'm going to tell him all the ones that are actually a lot better than that. Go ahead.
I've got like the best collection of multiplayer games. So my, like, I think I've been categorized into a little bit of different things. The first category is just kind of like the traditional, you think of multiplayer games that are like, casual, more party games. You got like your Mario Kart series. You have Smash games, that series, and then you have, for me specifically, the Mario sports titles. And all three of those things are just amazing party games, fun multiplayer games, also have fun single player content, but I think the most fun comes out of each of them, playing them with other people. Mario Kart, I mean, we've all played Mario Kart sitting next to somebody, and they throw that blue shell or that red shell, and they win the race, and you're mad, and an argument ensues for the next 30 seconds, and it's just an absolute blast of a time.
Only 30 seconds?
Sometimes. Well, the next race has to start. Then I'll go down into more games that you like experience together, and that would be something like Baldur's Gate 3. I think was a massively the first, at least, that I had played, where you kind of experience an entire story with other people. Larian Studios has been doing that for a while, though, with like, I know Divinity Original Sin 2 had that as well. But Baldur's Gate 3, I think, was the pinnacle of like a multiplayer story. Other ones I've enjoyed are Dungeon Defenders, an old classic. That's a really great tower defense game. But you actually get to play characters and heroes in it too. And then this is kind of a category-less one. Minecraft. Minecraft servers are just, yeah, I don't even want to know how many hours I put into Minecraft when I was younger. Probably one of the just best multiplayer games for just doing literally whatever you want. The amount of different content that was made on servers has like spawned so many games that are popular now. Like, I don't think Fortnite would be where, like, what it is without Minecraft setting the stage with some of the game modes and servers that people set. That Minecraft just kind of had launched such a player base for. And then lastly, for multiplayer games, and probably my favorite category of multiplayer games is competitive multiplayer online games such as Counter-Strike, Valorant, and my current Poison, League of Legends. I love all these games, playing online, like cooperating with people, fighting against people, cooperation being on the minimum, but getting to play with your friends, playing with random people, and just having such a unique experience each time. And I think that's true for every multiplayer game. It's just getting to experience something unique, because you're experiencing someone else. I think is what really makes multiplayer games awesome. But yeah.
Okay. See, now I'm actually surprised you didn't bring up a game like Fat Princess that you used to enjoy a lot. There's great Little Big Planet was a classic,
That's a good one.
classic game and everything where you could multiplayer. But in my opinion, is like one of the biggest games that ever was, it ever is, and stuff that was created. And it basically started off, and this is the first one that actually allowed couch co-op multiplayer, and you can go online and have multiplayer and have it through a story, and that is the Left 4 Dead series. Left 4 Dead 1 and 2, both on the 360, allowed you to basically have an entire story and include multiple players and basically have them in the story. I don't think you've ever experienced that game, so you wouldn't really know. And especially with all the servers being closed now, you can't even experience it now. That's kind of like the rip and everything where some of the old retro games and stuff. You can do it like couch co-op still. Couch co-op still works. But the actual online servers to do stuff cool with that is not available anymore. I also like a lot of like traditional couch co-op games. These are the couch co-op games and stuff that are really tremendous. Bring up any wrestling game. Any wrestling game is like tons of fun. Baseball, great game and everything that you can play and everything. It's like basically with two people, in my opinion, is the best. Or you're just passing the controller around. It's not a party game or anything, but it's what's called. It's a nice game. Basketball, you can pretty much, in the modern day NBA, you can play 5-on-5 against full teams and stuff, and they have their own thing and stuff with the what's called e-leagues or whatever you want to call them anymore. I'm not a big fan of them. I like couch co-op. It's like couch co-op is my jam, and it always has been my jam. That's where I live. That's where I die with. If I'm going to play, I want to play couch co-op. I want to be able to check next to you, because it's like baseball, for example. If I'm playing baseball and I'm playing somebody online, half the time I'm getting like some lag or some kind of thing. And it's not our internet either. It's generally the other person's internet, and they're not matching. And there's like some glitch or something that happens, no pun intended.
That's called lazy devs.
Yeah. I mean, this happens like all the time. And so much, I just rather play on the couch with somebody else and have a great time. So like I said, there's tons of multiplayer games. Like I said, the sport games, in my opinion, are the best. They're the ones that the original reason that you needed two players is to play like the original baseball on the NES, and some of these other great sports games. And it's like, I really loved it. I used to have my nephew come over, and he used to play sports games against me, and every single time and everything, it was the ninth inning, and I just lock in, and I would score 9 runs in the ninth inning, and he would basically be screaming and having a fit, because that's what I did. I would do the same thing in basketball. I would just basically just make people have a fit, because I knew exactly in double dribble where to go and everything to stand and shoot the shot and basically destroy somebody. Yeah, I'm taking advantage of the game, but I'm also taking advantage of the other player. They should know where the spot is to stop me from shooting there. Not my fault. But those are the kind of like multiplayer games I enjoy. Like I said, they're not I don't have to individually pick one. It's just the genre of baseball, football. It's like, I mean, my wife and her, she used to play Madden with me. We used to play head to head, had franchises where she was responsible for her own franchise games. And we used to go in these deep things. Games like racing games. We didn't even go into the racing genre.
Touch Mario Kart.
You had Mario Kart, but I mean, like Gran Turismo, head to head on Gran Turismo. That was great. They had like a whole arcade mode in the Gran Turismo series that you can go head to head and play, and it was a great time. Heck, NASCAR games, the NASCAR games and stuff you had head to head. I'm not a NASCAR fan, but I play the video games because it's arcadey and fun. So yeah, and I didn't even mention like Ken Griffey Jr. and stuff, the king of arcade games for the that were good for head to head. They were tremendous. But I do agree with you on some of the games, like the Mario games and stuff. GameCube was the king of great multiplayer game. If you want to sit down and everything, you can play the Smash Brothers. You can play the soccer game and everything, the Mario Soccer and the Mario Baseball. I mean, you could have a great time playing with somebody else right there on the couch, and it was a great time. So anyways, that is all for this week. We got a nice short episode, unless you have, he has one more thing. He always has one more thing, people. So go ahead, Glitch.
What game do you wish was multiplayer that isn't?
This is a question for me?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I have an answer, so I'll give him some time to think. So, I mean, I played Cyberpunk 2077 recently. And I think I'd watched some videos about the terrible start and some of the promises and failed promises. And I think there was maybe rumored to be some multiplayer involved with that. And my goodness, I really wish that there was some sort of option for multiplayer, like either, maybe being able to experience the story or some kind of the random boss encounters, like if you could just, summon in your friend, and the game already auto level scales, so it would be pretty easy to balance damage out with, scaling the boss's health more. And I think the game could have, I think keeping the story, Keely is just as one person, needs to happen, but just allowing for, a little bit of break of, maybe how the game logically, story-wise would work, but just being able to explore that city and just do things with people. Man, I think that game would have been like, you bring a 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10 now to a 12 really quick, and I just think that would have been really cool.
Okay. Well, I call yours, and I basically call out another game and everything that I wish that had multiplayer, and that is Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. How much fun would it have been if you can have one player playing the side and everything of Duke's, like I forget his name and everything. It was a long time ago. It was some kind of he had some kind of weird name. But having him, and then you have somebody else and everything that you could be a side on, even if you could be like the robot or whatever and stuff, some kind of companion, just have like 2-player with that, or have like an option and everything where you are Darth Vader and going off on missions with the Emperor. I think that would be like really, really cool to try to stop this and stuff, kind of infection from happening. Those kind of little things I think would be interesting for multiplayer. I wouldn't mind seeing a Mass Effect multiplayer where you can actually play as one of your squad members in the game, in the series. I think that would be a lot of fun.
I think if Mass Effect in the next year, and I think Mass Effect 4 or 5, I don't know what they're calling it.
I don't think they know what they're calling it.
Yeah. I think if they take some notes from Baldur's Gate 3, I think some multiplayer could be really interesting there. But I also don't really know how I feel about that, because I also don't really want them to stray away from the formula too much, because I think the formula is excellent. So I have mixed feelings on that.
Okay, yeah, well, that's why I was like, you asked the question, and I'm like, if there's something that I would want, that's what I would want. I mean, it would just be kind of cool and everything to basically, it's like, be able to sit down and like play that kind of thing. And I was like, and I'd like, oh, another game and everything I just thought of and everything, multiplayer, that's a lot of fun. Terraria. Terraria is a tremendous couch go getting in game, and you can actually create your own servers and stuff locally and everything for PC side, and you could do a lot of fun things with that. Now on console side you can't, and they're looking at doing cross platform with the last patch, but even though the 4.5 was rumored to be the last patch, it's not going to be the last patch.
They're going to have last patches for the next 20 years.
It's been 11 years already, and they've
announced 5 last patches.
I know, but they said that after this last patch, after the last patch comes out, there will be another patch that basically will introduce the crossplay. So they're not going to be able to do the crossplay on the next patch.
Brady.
Yeah,
Last game.
Nope, he's never going to retire.
Back in 3 years.
You never know. You really just don't know. But anyways, thanks for bringing that up. That was actually an interesting tool of discussion. So, what is your favorite multiplayer game? Leave some comments in the comment below. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and what else can we do? You can do anything else. I don't care. Just get on there, follow my Instagram channel at DavidB69_gaming. Yeah, we'll see you next time. Until then, I'm DavidB69, and this is Glitch, and we're out. Peace.